page. We're live. Started the stream 15 seconds without anybody. Well, here we are. Sorry, guys. I just got back. I like to wake up and go for a walk usually, but I walked a little too far to get back on time, so I ended up having to run back. But here we are. I gotta get up and stretch in the morning, you know what I mean? Hey, we got one person here. Who is here already? Glad to have you. How are you doing? Let's see. The internet's fast enough right here. If there's any internet trouble, somebody please leave a comment, because I don't know. I've been doing all right with the internet just outside my room, but if it's not strong enough, I'll have to... Good morning, good morning. Nice to see you. Owen, I got that right. Correct. It says the connection is not so good. I've been having okay luck using it right here in front of my room. If it's no good, I might have to move inside. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna have to move. Now let's see if we can see better inside. And if we can find somewhere to set up inside, I can. Let's see. I'm just gonna go sit down over here, right next to the Wi-Fi box. Yeah, it should be all right. We can worry about anything else for now. How's the connection now, guys? Let me know in the comments. have a better stream going now. I hope so. I really hope so. It's dark as heck though. Gotta turn on some more lights. It's still dark. Oh man, a little bit better. Okay, we're still working on this. So tired. Sorry guys. Good morning. I'm trying to set this up, but I'm so dark. Let's see. It's more light this way. Let's just test it out. Hey, there we go. That's better. Good morning. All right. Trial and error. Let's see if I can add the I don't remember. No, I don't want to put it in timeout. Is it better now? Good. How do I, it's been a second, sorry guys. Like, how do I add you? Like, we add you. I need to put the link here, that's right. Invite. Now, like, you can join me on stage. Please. We're back. Good morning, everybody. Sorry, first 10 minutes was a bit rough there. I just got back. I like to wake up and go for a walk. Usually just stretch my body, get the morning going, get the day going. But I walked a little too far and ended up having to run back. So we're a little sweaty, but we're all right. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Boyd. Nice to meet you live.
Okay, who's down there?
I don't know who Boyd. This is the first time meeting Boyd, but I feel like I recognize his name from somewhere. I don't know. How are you doing? Like, yo.
Good.
Are you
Boy,
awake
good
yet?
morning.
So, New Year's over. How was New Year in Take?
New Year in Takek is quiet,
Yeah,
peaceful.
peaceful.
I think only one day that they really went out and played the last day.
Oh, okay, yeah, the last day
But
here was.
nothing like in Vientiane, nothing like where you at.
I
We don't know
about
how
the
to
first.
party over here. You guys know how to party.
It's true. It's true. In Vientiane, it was a little bit wild, that's for sure. Downtown Vientiane, I met a lot of Thai people actually. A lot of Thai people.
Really?
Yeah, I was like,
Wow.
okay.
I haven't met a single Thai person in Takek.
No.
I guess there's nothing for them to do here. There's, more job in Vientiane than here.
Right. I wondered why they come to Vientiane for New Year, but hey, downtown Vientiane is pretty awesome.
Oh, like Thai people they go there for New Year.
Yeah, they came just for New Year. I asked why. They said it was, you get the same answers anytime somebody talks about New Year. Either the place they're at is kind of boring, or it's too wild in Bangkok, too crazy in Bangkok. So they come out here, and it felt really fun this year. I don't know if last year I just didn't notice things as much, but
that makes
sense. The city was really fun.
Yeah, in Thailand it can get really wild.
Oh really? What? Your neighborhood was quiet. My Thai Owen says Songkran was very quiet in my neighborhood of Bangkok. I didn't imagine Bangkok having any quiet areas. But I guess, to be honest,
I wouldn't want to go to Thailand for New Year.
Yeah.
I'd be scared.
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed lots of New Year's in Thailand, but it does get taken to like another level sometimes.
My Thai says Songkran was really quiet. Huh? Really?
Still feel like my face is super dark. What are you gonna do?
How's your new place?
Still dark even with the hat off. It's okay. Tried to turn on more lights, but it didn't turn on.
It's kind of like the fan. You must have the fan on.
I do. Does it sound weird? Is it really loud?
I can hear it, but I don't think it's that bad.
Okay.
I don't know. My Thai, what do you think? Is it noisy? It's not too bad. It's okay on my end.
It's a little noisy even for me, but yeah, fan being loud, who knows?
So how do you settle in your new place?
Good. Yeah, I just moved over to here with Ging Guy, whatever you want to call her, Guy's family, and it's been really nice. It's nice. It's like living with the family. Before I was basically living with the family, paying rent. They're there all the time, treated it like their home. And, yeah, they never changed any of their behaviors with me living there. Wind noise. Wind noise. Well, I'll try without any fan. See, it's not too bad. Yeah,
What
it's
about
really
the
nice.
AC? Just have the AC on if it's too hot.
They do have AC in here. 1 second.
Oh, you never try it? You never? I guess he never turned on the AC before. I am off today. I love you guys. Talk about anything this weekend in Temple is going to be crazy.
We'll see you later, Boyd. Boyd's off to. I'm off today. I love you guys. Talk about anything. The weekend is talking about Texas Lao Temple is going to be crazy. Biggest Lao New Year event in America. That would be cool to attend sometime. It's not
Well,
too
they
bad.
celebrated kind of late. Oh yeah, much better now.
Much better. Well,
Yeah.
but I can't. I don't know how to turn on the aircon. Still muted for you guys. Sorry.
Where's the remote?
It's
It
right
should
there,
be a
but-
remote.
Oh, I need to flip the switch or whatever, you know. I guess. Let's see.
Barry is I guess he's not settling in yet. Yep, I can see it open now. The fan the fan is open. Yeah, this time of the year it would be kind of too hot to try to do it without AC. Try to do it with try to get by with fan. It's
Okay, maybe that's the last fix for today.
yeah,
Knew it
I
was
can
gonna
see
be-
it's on now.
Yeah, I'm just still a little dark. I tried to turn on the lamp, but yeah.
No, the lighting is fine.
Is it
Very-
my
the
face seems
lighting
like
is
it's really
fine.
dark?
Oh,
Oh, that feels good with the air.
can you feel it? Can you feel the air?
Yeah, it's blowing right on me. It's nice. I'm going till what? I'm going till May, depending on where you are. It's going till May. Oh wow, it lasts till May. Will they do it every weekend? This is interesting. So Boyd is saying that in Saginaw, Texas, they have the biggest Lao New Year event, and it goes till May. Now we're talking. This is like real Lao style. All month.
Till May. Was that April? What's today? Also, one whole week, pretty much.
Yeah, right. I enjoyed the New Year a lot more this year. I think last year I was really like, okay, I want to fully enjoy every day. I want to go out and film, and it was just exhausting after like a week of drinking and trying to film. This
Like
time
partying.
Yeah, basically just partying. You try to tell yourself, I'm filming, I'm getting footage, I'm doing something, but then you're like, just it's enough. I went 2 days this time, and it was enough. It was really good. I went the 14th. I went and did the Basi ceremony, so I'll have a video on that. And then I went on the 16th, and it really couldn't have worked out better. Like the 16th was really, I think that's when everybody came out into the city. It was really, it was packed, but it was packed in like a safe way, not like a Bangkok way.
Mhm.
It was packed for Vientiane, and they blocked off like that section of the road, the main road, so that there wasn't cars going down the main
Oh,
road.
okay.
Yeah.
So just people are walking around. Yeah, I
Lots
think
and
I
lots
would
of people
probably
walking.
enjoy that better.
And then lots of people outside of the different bars along that road. And yeah, really good time. I just found random people to join, walked around and
Well, do
filmed.
people are still sleeping right now?
I don't know. Guy's on a weird sleeping schedule. I never know. I don't know. She
You probably don't see her much, huh?
here and there. I think she must sleep strange hours because I don't see her all that much. I see like her family all the time because we all wake up in the
Mm.
morning, 5 in the morning, and then up and about doing stuff.
Breakfast?
Yeah,
They cooking breakfast like 5, 6 in the morning.
no, they don't, which is a little
No?
different. Well, usually
Oh.
usually people get up and they clean, right? They clean
Mm-hmm.
up and sweep and do little
Mm-hmm.
chores and then eat. But
Mm-hmm.
they eat later than what I've experienced before. Usually, I'd say like in the past, I've stayed with people. It was like you had maybe first hour you were just cleaning and preparing everything, and then you ate. But
Mm-hmm.
this is like we don't usually eat till like 8:30, and they're up from like 4:35, so they do a lot of stuff before
Mm.
we usually eat breakfast. Connie, hello from California. Nice to see you here.
Hello, Connie. Welcome.
What is my Owen? I think Mai Tai's name is Owen. Correct me if I'm wrong. Mai Tai.
Mm.
Songkran and Bangkok is mainly in the tourist areas. It's a unique place, special one around. Dang, that's really nice. It's really, really nice. Yeah, I felt like people in Lao are pretty polite with Be My Lao, like unless they're really wasted. Mostly, they're really nice if you're not trying to get splashed. You're trying to go places. They let you go by.
Yeah, they actually like wave you down and ask if
They ask,
if they
yeah,
can water you and stuff like that. I agree. They're really polite.
what's pronounced really.
Nothing like when I was little. No, we don't ask. We just throw as fast as we can.
Yeah, yeah, they did. It's been really surprising. I don't remember people asking too much in Thailand. They do ask here for sure, which I think is polite because I mean, really, what the water festival is coming from is like the traditions of what Hot Nam and giving
Mm-hmm.
blessings, like
Mm-hmm.
so. So it should be a little bit respectful. That's where, like in Thailand, sometimes it's wild, too wild, like
Mm-hmm.
too aggressive with the icy baby powder and throwing water right into your eyes, and it's like
It's
trying to.
almost like they want to hurt you.
I know. I'm like, we're trying to have fun. So usually, like if I have people going by that are like obviously trying to get somewhere, or they're like traveling, because you see a lot of people with like full on like
Mm-hmm.
they're traveling.
Mm-hmm.
It's like okay, let them go by. Let's not like who wants to travel all soaking wet. So let them go by. Thanks, Connie. I love watching you guys and thank you for sharing your life journey. And wow, yeah, I
Thank you.
sometimes I wonder if sometimes making my video like yesterday, I was like I kept on going between like with editing. This is like a vlog, and with a vlog, I'm like, I don't need to edit a lot, right? But then at the same time, I'm like, I want this to appeal to the wider audience, worldwide, where somebody can see it. Just like if I was surfing YouTube and I saw something like life in rural Colombia or something like, joining the groom's wedding procession in rural Colombia, I'd be like, I'll click that and like you watch, even if you're watching 4 or 5 minutes, you're seeing something in another country, in another continent, all the way across the world. It can be interesting, but if it's like too vlog, too slow, I worry that you don't keep anybody's attention. A lot of people told me that my videos are slow. And I'm like, yeah.
No, I don't find it slow at all. I don't know. Do you have a lot of people that say that or just one or two person?
Yeah. Mm, Mostly anybody that comes across my content like new that I've introduced, they're like, oh, it's quite slow, isn't it? And So I'm like, yeah, it's a vlog. It's a vlog. It's just my life. I'm not trying to like spruce it up and like make it, you know, make it super edited so that it attracts people. But I think that Lao speaks for itself. You don't have to do a lot of editing. Let's see. Connie says, "How is the weather in Laos?" You could probably fry an egg off my forehead in the afternoon.
I think this week it's been really hot, huh?
Yesterday, I do not know what happened to me, but every once in a while it gets so hot that I just have to go to sleep. I don't know what happened. I was dying from the heat yesterday from like 11, 10, 11, and then by 3 o'clock I fell asleep till like 6. I'm like, okay, I can't take it anymore. I need some air conditioning. And I just was gone for a couple of hours. And the heat, it's brutal. But in the mornings, it's really nice. You like, up until maybe 10, 11, you're like, oh, is this the summer? And then it gets you from like
Yeah, up
noon
until
until
10. I feel okay up until 10. After 10, I feel like it's getting too hot that I have to be inside.
yeah. I sit out in front of my room and just do my work, which is fine. Like I have the fan, it's not so bad.
Mm.
But when the fan's not doing anything, it's just like blowing hot air on you. I was worried about my computer mostly. Like my computer was getting so hot trying to process things.
Oh
Inside.
yeah, you probably need to have the AC on.
Yeah, I worry because you're sitting there and even with the fan on, like my water goes from cold water to hot water. So you're like, okay,
Mm-hmm.
is it really helping the computer or is it just heating it up? I don't know.
Because when I left home, when I was gone for 1 week, I just leave the AC on the whole time.
Oh no.
Uh-huh. Well, otherwise, I don't want to risk all the computer went dead when I come back.
Right.
So I just left it on.
Let's see what Boyd says here. So many Lao temples here in America. I remember back in 2004 in DC, so many people attending, but it was cold that day. Yeah, I can't imagine like having a water fight when it's spring and back home. It's still like 40, 50 degrees or something.
Oh, there's a lot of temple in America. Hmm. I where I lived before in Las Vegas, I think there's one big Thai temple. There's about two Laos temple. It could be more now.
Yeah, there's always a lot of Lao Thai temples back in the States everywhere where I'm from as well. There's a bunch. If you ever want to experience Lao culture, I always recommend people to go check it out. Even friends back home, like, go check it out. You're gonna enjoy yourself. Like people are gonna invite you for some food. You're gonna learn some very different cultural things you never experienced before. Yeah, and for somebody, if you're interested in the language and you're interested in the culture, it's a good way to experience it. You can't get all the way over here. That's how I met people back home, like Lao and Thai people, so that I didn't like lose my
Oh, so
language.
there's Laos temple where you at too, Barry?
Oh
Mm.
yeah, oh yeah, yeah, a couple different ones. Yeah. What is it feels, my Thai says it feels like 40, 115 degrees. Yeah, it's been really hot. I guess I'm used to the heat though, because like we said, it doesn't feel so bad until the afternoon. And then it does like the houses here, they built different, so it doesn't really cool down even like as the sun's
Oh
setting.
yeah. It's collecting heat during the day, and after sunset, it's still hot.
Right. So what do you have planned coming up here? Like, any interesting videos coming up?
No, I'm lazy.
You posted a lot, like over New Year. I feel like.
It's it's like I don't have schedule. I don't schedule myself to do anything. I just go
Right.
with the flow. I just go with, my day. Sometimes I'm too tired doing things that I don't feel like, you know.
I lately
But
this last week.
there is
What's up?
actually a lot of like interesting places that I haven't even been to that they just
Hmm.
reopen and stuff like that, which I should check it out, but too
Hmm.
lazy right now. It's like too relaxing.
To relax. Yeah, I got a bunch of videos that I need to get done. I haven't been posting as frequently as quickly the last 2 weeks as I was before. Try, I don't know. I think I've just been stressed. I got the visa coming up. My visa ends next week. Not week, but 16th of May. And I try not to stress, but I notice like, okay, it's stressing me out because I'm not getting as much work done, and I don't know.
Um, what you're gonna try to do a whole year or just do the tours?
Yeah, that's. I think that's what stressed me out because I don't have. Yeah, I don't have enough to get the tours. Don't have enough money for the year visa. It's like 500-600 bucks. So I'm like, okay,
Hmm.
that means I'll probably do tourist visa, and that's like $40, which isn't a big deal. But then you have to worry about your visa a month later, unless like I luck out and they give me 90 days. If I ask for 90 days, see if they give me 90 days. I'm gonna try this
Um,
time.
you know what? They don't. My husband didn't get 90 days when he came back
Really?
from Thailand.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That,
Maybe I guess they only do that for Laos people.
I
Like,
know.
I automatically get 90 days.
I know. I keep seeing that with the Lao Americans. So it's good for Lao
Hmm.
Americans. That means I gotta spend another $100 though, because if I extend 90 days, it'd be about $100. Yeah, it's not too bad. Hey, let's see. We got somebody new. Elena from Minnesota. Welcome, welcome. Nice to have you here. I'm here in Vientiane. Like I was in Takay. So I do have a bunch of videos coming up though. So I'm gonna try to post
Mm.
this week. Post every day if I can.
So
We'll see.
did you get to watch UFC 300?
Oh yeah, I mean I'm waiting to have
Oh
that
my God.
conversation with you.
Oh my
Hopefully,
God.
all of
Like
our
I have to
listeners are
take a
here for
break.
Lao. Let's talk
I have to take a break in between. It's
about. Oh my goodness, that was so much fun. I was very hungover on Monday after because the 14th Sunday I went to the Basi ceremony and then I was watching everything on Monday, quite hungover, and it was really. I wasn't
where
even
did
thinking
you go
about
to
the
watch it?
hangover.
Where did you go
What's
to
that?
watch it?
I just
Where?
watch it, stream it online, on home.
Oh, okay. Okay, I thought you went to some bars or something because the coming up, I think in June, the next one,
Uh-huh. Yeah, yeah,
Joe was
303.
thinking about actually go to Vientiane to watch it with you, or maybe invite you to come to Tekek and watch it here.
Yeah, I think I should go to Takay. I don't think there's any like bars or anything that are like. I went for the Super Bowl to this.
Hmm.
They had a little Super Bowl event at like a Mexican restaurant here, which it's cool. But every time I've gone to something like that, like you go, I liked it because it did have the atmosphere. There was enough people to have atmosphere. But I always feel like it's gonna
Mm.
be like more exciting than it ends up being. It's more fun if you just have a couple of friends at home where you can really
Yeah,
just
yeah, yeah,
let.
it's true.
Because I screamed a
I
couple of
mean,
times and people are like, "Jeez, dude." Oh my gosh, some of the fights, like
wow.
I
Oh,
was screaming my head off in my room.
what about Max Holloway? I was worried about him.
Oh
Like
yeah,
the
that's the
whole
fight.
before the fight, I'm like, "Ugh," like he have no
That
chance. Max have no chance. But whoa.
I know. I was on that same. ship, because I was on the same boat with everybody else. Just like I'm so worried about Max. I love Max, man.
Uh-huh.
He's the man. Gaethje's a beast. He's been on fire lately. Like worried he's outmatched, and then Max comes and just shows everybody that he's a legend. That he is the man.
Wow, I was blown away.
Always one of the
Crazy.
best fights I've ever seen in my life. Like just
Every card, like every fight on the card is worth waiting for.
oh, and everybody was saying it was overrated, but I think yeah, it showed up. They showed us. They showed us that they were right. It was not overrated. It was one of the best. It's the best event they've ever had for sure.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Connor is back,
Yep.
303. They're like they're advertising 303 and they haven't even got to 301, 302. Let's just forget about those and we're skipping to 303. I feel like that's what they're doing right now. I can't wait. I can't wait. I hope Connor wins just because
Oh,
they do
I
so
hate you just
much.
for saying that. I hate you just for saying that.
It's so much promotion. Like it's so much promotion. And then last time he broke his leg and it was like all this. And then the time before that, he just looked. Poirier made him look so bad. It was like, has he been spending too much time on his yacht? He didn't get any training in because he looked so bad. It was like, yeah, I guess I am a little bit anti I don't know. It's kind of old and played out of like let's promote Connor like crazy. Like he's a billionaire now. Nobody and he's not. I don't know. And I want him to come and perform because it's getting tiresome to see somebody like they're super rich. They come and they stink up the place 2 fights in a row, and you're like, don't do that. And this looks bad. We'll see. We got even better fights, in my opinion, coming up 301 and 302 without Connor and Chandler. And I have to do
I
a
don't
me
even.
and like Gow are going to do like live
Don't care for
UFC.
Connor. Oh yeah, the screen will go black in like a second.
Let's see what Boyd is joining in our MMA conversation. I appreciate it. Let's get it back to. I don't want to. For those that aren't UFC fans or MMA fans,
Yeah, they're like, what
MMA
are
for
you two
Lao.
talking about?
What did Boyd say? The thing about I have noticed people have never changed since I left 1988. We had a lot of fun back then. Yeah, man. People don't. The culture, the traditions, they're still here. Things are changing because of cell phones technology, but I think at the root of it all is pretty much the same. And yeah, it stems down to me. The root is I think, and the reason I live out here is that I feel like people kind of have a little bit better idea of like what they actually need in life to be happy. Yeah. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, people only make they're lazy or they don't make enough, and I guess you could say like people don't tend to save or whatever, but they always have enough. They always have enough, and I don't know. I think in the West a lot of times we get so focused on job and money, and then you come out here and you're like, oh, okay, what do we really need to be happy? You know? It doesn't change out here. It's simple. You got good food, you got company. That's
Yeah, they don't really think about future, aren't they? At first, it
not too much.
frustrated me so much. It's like, oh my God. Other people, it's okay, but family, like, family that I live with, it, ugh, I get so frustrated that they don't care for the future. They don't even think about it. It's like it doesn't even come up.
No, not really. I'd say the most common conversation I have with people because I enjoy the simple farm life is people will just be like, if I need something, I just go find it,
Hmm.
and then I chill. It's like it's a very different mindset. It's like, okay, I can see
When
that.
I when
We don't.
when I try to ask them, what's your plan for when you turn 40? What are you gonna do? Like in 5 years, what are you gonna do? What do you want? Like they have no clue. They're like, who cares?
Yeah, I don't know. On that day, I might most likely want to eat tamahung, so I'll probably go find some papaya.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't. It's really, really hard for a Western mindset to grasp that. Like, even myself, up until maybe recently, I'd say that I still like. We had conversations just recently where I'm like, how come people seem to struggle to plan for the future? But then I watched a short. Somebody posted a short, and it was about what is so attractive about being here, and he talked about exactly that. Like the people, they kind of seem to have a better grasp on what's good for them. Like, and I don't think it is good to constantly be worrying about the future or the past. They're very focused on the present. I know it's counterintuitive for us as a Western mindset. We need to prepare. We need to prepare. But if you're always preparing and you're never like grateful for what you're experiencing in the moment, then you're kind of not.
Yeah, what we
Kind of not.
used to is like, oh, you have to save up for retirement. You have to save up for when you're like 67.
Uh-huh. But they also take care of each other, which is very different from back home. I kind of feel like we just like, you're on your own. Good luck. You know what I mean? Where it's like, yeah, they may look for stuff on a daily basis, what they need, but usually you know all the people in your area. Somebody has a tree with, I need pakitu. I need like
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
paxilao.
What do
Oh,
you got? Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
what do you
What
got?
you
And
got in your
there's,
backyard?
I think this is like if anybody out there is a fan of communism or socialism, then this is like the only form of it that I see as a viable form. But this is not the government taking it into its own hands. This is just the people. I think as a people we need to live like that, and that's why I love it out here. But
Hmm.
I don't, not as the government controlling everything, of course. Yeah, like this the way that you can just, and it's not like your neighbor's like pay me back, you know what I mean? Like back home, you would definitely have a feeling of like you borrow something, I need to like pay them back somehow. And I guess you just share openly, like I have no my in my yard, you have Lao in your yard, and we just both share. Um, I like I really enjoy that. All right, let's take that one down. Um, it's definitely the mentality of people. They just don't know how to do it better. And yeah, I agree. I agree with that. Like, I think that there's both sides are positive. I do think that you're able to like prepare for the future without being too focused. And sometimes you're meeting people and you're like, you do feel like they could do things a little bit better rather than just like, I feel like sometimes they do the same type of work on a daily basis and they could make it a little bit more efficient and then have more for later. But another thing though here is it's kind of hard to prepare for the future in a way because of the weather. I, I do think with the hot weather and everything, uh, like and everything being fresh. Oh, am I gone? Am I still here? I don't know. Did I disappear?
Cool. No, you're still here.
Oh, it showed me like disappear in the screen. So yeah, I think a
Oh.
lot of times with everything being fresh here, like it's kind of hard to. We don't like and that's another thing I do like about here is that you kind of like use what you're gonna use and then you're not waste like so much of what we do back in the States I feel like is all like uh, what do you want to call it? We don't use as much fresh things. Everything's like meant to like last a long time where I feel like it's just like use it and done with it here. You can't keep
Mm-hmm.
like stuff. You can't keep stuff for a long time. It's all fresh.
Yeah, just maybe one day, and then that's it.
What's Boyd saying here? You live as you go. We plan way ahead too much, therefore it stresses you out. My grandpa always tells me, you learn as you go, you adapt to just the situation. Yeah, that's put way better than I was putting it. That's kind of where I enjoy things in Lao. I feel like you have the moment, you have time to actually be like, okay, this isn't working out too well. Let me adjust that. Whereas home, like you're just so much involved in the race, the rat race, and the speed of everything moving. Like you, you don't have a chance to. It's hard to take a moment and be like, hmm. You can't like can't just not have a job in the States. You can't, you know what I mean? And so when do you take a moment to like reflect and say, hey, how can I do things better or change things up? Or I feel like it always comes back to, well, I just got to do it because we got lots and lots of bills to pay. Because here I always feel like on a daily basis, like I have plenty of moments where I can say, maybe I'll go about this a little differently. Adapt and adjust to the situation. Because you learn, like, how are you going to, yeah, I always find it really hard with people, like, what's your 5 year plan? What's your 10 year plan? I hope it's a really rough plan. You know what I mean? Like I have a house in 5 years or 10 years. Like, I mean, I find it so hard. Even a year later, like, you change, things change so much. It's almost like here, let's have a goal, and whatever happens along the journey, that's okay. And if we don't make it necessary to that goal, but we get to another, it's almost like figuring out how you make goals and plans so that you can just gain experience and learn and enjoy the journey. And that's how I'm trying to approach it here, because it's sometimes like, okay, what do we film? What do we show people? And it's like, I'm just grateful to be here experiencing life. So that's pretty much what I want to show. It's just what the life experience is like here.
Mm-hmm.
And I probably should do more of just simple life experience. That's why I decided with my next video. So many of my last videos have been like traditional stuff, which involves drinking a lot of times, celebrations, weddings, New Year. So my next video, I finished yesterday. That waiting to upload here is just going to like a kind of tourist temple. They have all these touristy type temples.
Mm-hmm.
There's like the regular temples,
Yeah,
and then there's the touristy temples.
I think I like that life experience, especially for
Yeah,
you, because you're American and you're here without friends and family. Like, what is it like to be out here totally on your own?
yeah, yeah. There's a lot of lonely moments. I think with anywhere though, like it takes time to make close friends and
Mhm.
quality people in your life. So uh,
Yeah, I think people
yeah,
people like to learn or know how do you fit in, like how do you make it all this time.
yeah.
Bruce, good morning. Nice to
Good
see
morning. Good
you.
morning. Let's see what Bruce. I don't. Nice to meet you, Bruce. God blessing, dear friend. Love the day. How was your New Year celebrations? We enjoy, love, appreciate all the hard work. Okay, Bruce. Thanks, man. It was awesome New Year. Yeah, I kept this year. I did it right. Last year, by the end, I told myself I was in a bad shape last year. didn't even wasn't even enjoyable by the end. But now this year, we did it right. A lot of fun, beautiful, beautiful holiday. You know what I like about the New Year too is I feel like it's almost like Christmas in a way back home where everybody's in a good mood.
Mhm.
Everybody just like a lot of people are already on a level of happiness that they don't feel like you see back home, and then you just take it up another couple notches of happiness. Like yeah, everybody's just so happy. And one thing that I like about New Year here is that I'm gonna be honest with everybody. I don't see a lot of like there's not a lot of hustle and bustle in Laos, right? There's a lot of like you see people traveling around, but and there's places that are lively and you get a good like atmosphere, right? But a lot of times there's not a lot of people outside, except maybe at night. And it was just nice to kind of feel like the city come alive and everybody was outside. And I know that this is maybe not making sense, and so I should probably be completely honest. It was nice to see a lot of beautiful girls because I never see I never see any women outside going around Vientiane. It's not like Thailand, or yeah, it's not like Thailand at all, where you walk around places and it's like seems like there's you know beautiful girls everywhere. There's people out and about doing stuff. I feel like Lao, and maybe it's just like the lack of like it being a smaller city. Yeah, there some days times you go days without seeing a pretty girl, and you're like,
I think
hard.
according to Guy, she said that people just don't come out because it's too hot.
Yeah, people just don't
When
come
it's like
out.
too hot or when it's raining, they just don't come out. They stay inside. That's why
They
you don't
stay
see
inside.
them.
I wonder why Thailand people seem to come out so much. Like I
Mm.
know that they don't with the rain and the heat, but maybe it's just the amount of people. So there's always going to be some people out and about. But yeah, it was awesome with New Year. You're like, okay, so there are lots and lots of beautiful girls. They're just hiding inside, and maybe they go to the malls or they go to indoor places. I don't know. Let's see. We got some folks joining us.
Anong,
Anom, welcome, man. Welcome. Well, that's a question for you. Did I count?
oh, hello, Gail and Barry. Gail, when did you and your husband move to Laos? I am trying to convince my wife to move back to Laos and retired there too. Was born in Nam Nam ยังก็
Dick. No, Dick.
I've never heard. Oh, I was outside of Taket. Oh,
Nam Dick. Nam Dick. I don't know.
Nam Dik Nam. Oh, I never. How come I don't
Dick
hear
what?
of it?
Nam Dick. Nam Dick.
Nam
Must be
Ding
by.
บ่Nam Ding บ่Nam Don ติบ่Nam Don บ่แต่Nam Don ก็บ่ not an hour. Nam Don is about um 15 minutes from here. But anyway, okay. To answer your question,
Give
we
them the
came to
strategy.
Laos. We came to Laos in 2020. It was actually my husband's first time. He never heard of Laos. He's like very American, right? He was born in
Very
American.
American.
He never heard of Laos. He was like, well, what is Laos? Oh, Terry, hello. Anyway, we came to Laos in 2020. Still using tourist visa, which is easy. I think to convince your wife, it just bring her here as like to visit a family and stuff like that to get, to get her to get the feeling of being in Laos and being
Hmm.
close to family and stuff like that. I think it might change her mind.
I
But
think people considering, in my opinion, if you're considering coming to Laos, then you definitely got to come check it out first and
mhm,
see if it suits you. Because I think even if like Lao growing up in the States, I don't know, like I think the main thing that for living out here, like, you have to love people. You need to love to be around people, and people need to be important to you because that's Lao culture. You're around people all the time. You're meeting people all the time, and I think that's the sad part about the States, that we kind of get away from that. And wouldn't you want? Aren't people the most important thing? Like, right. So if you can't, like, a lot of people struggle. They come out here, that's just like not American style. What do you think? Like, sorry to cut you off. Keep going.
No, not at all. I think. Well, my question is, what does she love so much back? What does she love so much over there?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like, but I will tell you this though, you will enjoy your money here a lot more than over there.
Right. I think for me, I missed what I always missed about this region of the world is specifically Laos, well, the food, but the community. I just feel
The
such a
community.
lack of community back home. Like, it really was hard for me uh, after being part of communities out and working in different countries in Asia. Like, the cultures are different, but there is a sense of community. You just really you meet people, you talk to people. Like, people are important. Where I feel like we just avoid each other back in the States. People avoid each other. Like, your neighbors don't talk to each other. You know what I mean? That might be a lot for somebody to come out here, though. That you're used to your privacy and whatnot.
I feel like living here in Laos is what you enjoy life a lot more. It's like this is what life should be,
Mm.
right? You get to
That's
enjoy your
yeah,
life. You back home, all you do is what work. When you work, you come home, you do the same thing over and over. You don't have time for yourself. But here, you have time for yourself. You have time to take care of yourself, take care of your health, and live your life the way you really
right,
want to live your life. But back home, you have to be working. You have to do this. You have to do that. You have to pay bills. You have to, even if you don't want to. They just put it out there for you to like make you spend your money on something that you don't even need, you don't even want, and then you
right.
work to like pay those things. And sometimes like, oh, why did I do that?
Right. I feel like people are so you're just sucked into like a million subscriptions back home, and
Mhm.
people just like go home and then they're on Netflix or whatever subscription service, and then they wake up and go to work the next day. And yeah, I do think from a lot of people's perspective, and this is quite normal for Westerners to come over to Lao and be like, people just waste time. People are lazy, and you know, people have so much free time. Like, I used to think similarly because I was Westernized. I was American. And then you realize, like, wait a second, what am I in a rush to do? Most important thing is putting my time into myself and good people around me, and living healthy, like mental peace, eat good, healthy food, have time to exercise and keep myself healthy. Like, I find myself, I don't, waste time watching tons of TV or all the other stuff that you almost needed to survive back home. You almost needed it all back home just to survive how life was. But here it's like, no, why would I watch TV when I can go outside and talk to
Mm.
somebody?
Mm-hmm.
Anybody. Yeah, it just depends what is important to you, for sure. Hello, let's say hello to Terry. I don't know Terry, but hello. Is
um
Terry somebody you know?
Terry is my sister.
Hey, somebody. Somebody, Terry. Welcome.
I am I am trying to watch her brain, like get her to move back here.
We'll work on
But
it. Don't worry.
oh yeah, luckily she worked for government, so she get to retire early. I think she'll be retired next year.
Okay, we'll have another person out
Mm-hmm.
here soon then. Boyd
Yep.
says, get some pretty girls in your clique. It will help, especially if you talk loud to them. I hear this a lot, and Maybe. I mean, I have loads of clips with like my thumbnails with pretty girls and different things, but it's not been as helpful as I think people would have thought, or myself even, because you hear it all the time. And yeah, I think I need to do some. It was just nice because I would like to have videos where I talk to people, men and women. Uh, it was nice for Be My
Mm.
Loud to have so many people out that I could talk to. So yeah, when I went out for Be My Loud, I tried to make a point to talk to people, film. So in my videos, I think I talked to you like yeah, a lot of times I felt like I'm just behind the camera talking, or I'm
Mhm.
in the camera talking, and not enough with me and people in the same shot talking
Mm.
together.
Mhm.
So I was
Mhm.
really trying to make a point of doing that, and yeah, I'm gonna make a point of doing that in my videos because that's what's interesting for me to watch back too, and I think would be interesting
Mhm.
for other people. You want to see like people interacting, you know, pretty girls can help. I just want to see the pretty girls because I like to go on a date. Come on, you can't go on a date if you never meet anybody. Let's see. We were. I know it says we were both born in the States. Oh, we were born here in Laos, but
Um,
my wife is addicted to American lifestyle. Me and the opposite want to return home. I think it's very tough. Like I really do. I think it is tough. Like if you've been used to American lifestyle and you haven't spent significant amount of time out here, I think it is quite challenging for a lot of people to adjust to certain things. But like Al, did you visit here often before you moved, or did you just come?
I was gonna say there is hope because I was the same way. I'm really
Uh-huh.
addicted to American lifestyle. I ever since um I left Laos in 1986, and when I got to the States, I've never talked about Laos. I don't want to come back to visit. I don't learn anything about Laos, even though I was born here. Yeah, I'm really addicted to American lifestyle too. But there is hope. My first time came visit was like 35 years later, which like I don't even understand all the Laos. When they talk to me, I have to think about it. To answer them, I have to think about it because I was gone that whole time and I never come back and visit. I don't I don't keep in contact with my Laos friend. I don't talk to my family in Laos. So I think there's hope for your wife. Just bring her here to visit, and when she get to see how easy life can be, she can live her life a lot easier here than over there. She could go get her hair done every day if she wants. She can have people do things for her. Then she'll learn that, oh my God, what am I? Why am I not here a long time ago? When she get to other people treat her like better than over there, then she'll change her mind. Because I
Well,
think
I
just
think it's
just
different for
being
you guys too, right? Because you're. I don't want to say this and be like America's racist, but I think people are nice in America. But I do think no matter what, these are your people, and they're gonna treat you like that. And in America,
yeah,
I
I
think
get treated different. Yeah, I get
it's
treated
different.
differently.
I'm not
If
gonna
you
lie. I grew
are
up in America, and I know that there's people that are racist, and I know that there are people that are not racist, but there's still underlying tones of like white, Asian, Mexican. You know what I mean? And I
mm,
still think people treat people a little differently, even though we should be treating everybody equally the same. But it's just not the case in reality. So for everybody, not for some it is, but not for everybody. And you come here, yeah, you're home. You're home. And but people treat me like even though I am a foreigner and sometimes I have dollar signs on my forehead, people. I think I always am going to have dollar signs on my forehead just because you're a foreigner and they just assume that you have
mm,
money. But still, people treat me so incredibly kind and genuinely interested in you. It doesn't feel like as much as people just go through the motions like they do at home. Like people are so much feel like more present in what they're doing. What
When is the last time you and your wife are in Laos? Or just come visit? I'll change her mind. I'll take I'll take her out to places. I'll change her mind.
I love one thing I love about Lao, and you talk about going to do your hair and all those things, is the lack of stress about doing things you need to do daily, everyday things like back home that were I felt a little bit annoying because I don't want to spend $20 on a haircut. It's going to be crap, you know. But
Mm-hmm.
that's the cheap 15, $20 is like about the cheapest, and then I got to give her a tip for what? Like, it's not even good. And here, it's simple things like that are literally like a buck or two. So I give them an extra buck or two
I
as a
think
tip.
once uh, I think once she get to experience how things are over here in Laos, she'll probably change her mind because it's so peaceful, it's quiet, you enjoy life more, you get to do things for yourself more. You have time to do things for yourself. You have time for yourself.
Mm-hmm. So I always noticed like people back home when they got older and they retired, there was like some people I always felt was so sad. They just I include my grandparents in there because I always said I don't want to be like that, where it was just like sit in front of the TV and watch the news until you die. It's
Hmm.
like, but then you see other older folks that just spend their whole time like visiting grandkids and relatives and stuff, and that's what I would compare to Lao. Like that side is you're gonna be around people, relatives, spending your time, you're enjoy like living your life, really living. We got a lot of comments on this, so let's see what else we got. Uh, Thanks, Sammy. Sammy says like watching you guys' video. Thanks, appreciate you, Sammy, for stopping by. Have a good one. And then Anon says Barry, I think you're speaking way better Lao than most people living abroad too. Appreciate it. Still, I feel like like my first year here, I still have things that I'm like, wait a second, what did you just
Yeah,
say?
yeah.
But uh, my Lao vocabulary never was like super uh, extensive. So like for me, it's not. It's just building on it. Like my base was Thai first, and I learned Thai in like Isan, like kind of the same time. So a lot of my vocabulary was from Isan first, and now I'm learning proper. I don't know, is there proper Lao? Like what Lao people in Lao actually speak, but we're all Lao people, whether they're in Isan or not, but we speak differently. So learning how people speak here, and then it's different from every Huang, every Ban.
Mm-hmm.
Could
Yeah.
use different things. So I just I just think it's the most fun. For me, it's like I get to have fun learning the language. So it's not there's no pressure. I don't feel like I just enjoy it, and the fact that people get so happy that I can put a smile on people's face just by saying hello, and like
You know what?
anytime I
That's what
feel
my husband.
lonely or down, I can just go outside and be like, "Somebody you ball, you me hang ball," or like, "Can you call a ball?" And people like just the biggest smile. So how can you ever get too down here?
That's what my husband enjoyed the most. He's like, I make a little boy laugh. Just say somebody to him. He's got like the biggest smile on his face.
You don't even have to say sabadi for people that are scared if their Lao isn't good. You could just say hello. People are friendly like that, and yeah, just a hello. I've seen people. I say this is a daily occurrence. Hello, and then they're just all like, like freaking out,
Uh-huh.
giggling, like we said hello to a falan. Something so simple. Like I think that's kind of the when I think about hard days, and how to fix a hard day in life. Usually, the best way to do that is to give some love, right? If you want to get love, you got to give some love. So I found it hard back home to like give love and get some love back. Whether that's on a day I'm feeling good or bad, and I'm trying to like be friendly or just smile or talk to somebody and maybe not have that reciprocated, not get that back. But here you are almost always going to get that back. 99% of the time, unless somebody's really off in their own world or they're really just so shocked, like what's going on? I don't know what I'm looking at right now and what they're saying to me. Because I do get that. I do get people just just they say nothing, just like
Uh-huh.
they've seen a
I
ghost.
I see that in your video a lot. They're like,
Well, Terry says I will, so we don't have to work too hard on Terry. She's already on coming. She's already coming. Mai Tai says a video where you interview Beverly has by far the most views, over 6K now. Does it have over 6K? I don't really pay attention too much of that stuff. Like, I don't, but yeah, 6K. I didn't know it had 6K. I need to do more like, I want to go out and do interviews just like, just out in the streets. I don't know if anybody's watched different YouTubers. There's a guy called Takashi from Japan, but there's loads of other YouTubers that just like they go around and they ask people questions. And I think there's a lot of good questions. I'd love to go to like the mall, go to different places and just ask typical questions, like why, what are some things that foreigners shouldn't do when they come to Laos, or what are some things that foreigners should do when they come to Laos, or why should foreigners come to Laos, or I don't know what are do Lao people want foreign friends? Just any questions, just simple questions, and go around and ask people. Tends to be. I like to watch those. What do you think? Like,
yeah, it's even like you say before, your experience here in Laos, and go out in the street and asking people what they feel about American or foreigner people being here in Laos. And yeah, and simple things like that is interesting.
sometimes it's hard though. Like for me, just the amount of time, uh, the amount of footage. Sorry, I'm just like, how do I cut it down? You know what I mean? Like you go out and I get so many hours of footage, and then you got to try to cut it down and make it interesting and like a, let's be honest, 15-20 minute video. Even that is stretching it for people's attention span these days.
Oh, okay.
So I'm like, if I go out and talk to lots of people, which I don't know, sometimes you just have to not worry about whether or not people are going to watch it and just do it. Because I literally feel like my channel could easily just be walk outside and talk to people
Hmm.
every day.
Yeah, I think you should do it. I think you're putting too much thought into like is are they gonna watch it, or would they find it interesting? Because we
Right.
don't. It doesn't cost us anything to upload
No,
video, right?
true. It doesn't cost me anything. Yeah, that's the truth. It doesn't cost me anything. I don't know why you get so nervous though. At least I do. You're making a video and then somehow, some way, you get the voices in your head being like, "Is this video gonna turn people away from my channel?"
No, I don't think you need. I don't think you should worry about that at all. It's either like they gonna watch it or they just skip it. They just don't watch it. They just watch the next one, but they're not gonna turn away from your channel because of that.
I would have to
Like they're
say
not gonna unsubscribe you because of that.
thank you to everybody that's here, and also thank you to everybody that has been watching my videos, because I do know that like a large majority is probably like Lao speakers. So I really, really appreciate, support, helping out somebody here that's trying to speak your language and learn the culture and everything. It means a lot to me. I know I'm a little bit losing, like when I talk about losing people, and I mean, I don't have subtitles, so I may not appeal to a broader audience right now. Eventually, I'll have subtitles because I want everybody to be follow along, and that's my only concern is I really like a niche of people, and like only people that speak Lao can really enjoy all of my videos because some of them are so much Lao in it. Like I don't know if they can follow along or not.
I don't think that's the problem. Because
Mm.
some people don't even care what you talked about. They just watch it. They just watch the reaction, right?
Mm.
It's like
Well,
they don't have to know every word that you say. Or I think because it doesn't bother me that I don't understand or not. Sometimes I just
yeah,
watch the reaction.
true, true. Well, I mean, I've said it before in my videos, but the where the magic, to me, where the magic happens, where all the like real interesting stuff happens, is usually on my little walks when I take walks in the mornings, or I go ride my bike around, or it's just a simple like get out and about, and then I chat to everybody. If I cross paths with somebody, I say hello. I find it strange as human beings to just pass another human being and act like they aren't there. So I'm always saying hi to people, which leads to conversations just on the street all the time.
You want to try ride your bike to Takek? See how long that take? You think you'll make it?
Oh, I'd make it. That sounds like a great goal, actually. Maybe we plan that for UFC 303. I do the
Hmm.
bike. How far is it? How many
Then
kilos?
on your way back, if you don't feel like it, you can just put your bike on the bus and go back on the bus.
Yeah, it's super cheap. You could just send the bike up through what's it called? Hungalun.
No, you don't even have to do that. You just bring it with you. They put
On
it
the
on top of
bus.
the bus. Yeah, they just put it in the bus.
All right, let's
Bike is
go.
easy. Even motorcycle, they do that.
I need to plan something, so that would be a good plan. When is UFC 303? It's in June, though.
June.
Oof.
Yeah, in almost 2 months.
If it's not raining, it would be. I could do it. Even in the heat, I just get up early, maybe bike the first half of the day. Oh, that sounds so much fun.
June.
I know for other
I think
people,
by
this is probably like maybe no
by I
appeal,
think
but
by by
I
then
told
the
you.
streets probably no
Go
more
ahead.
construction by June. Huh?
I don't know. I told you before, right? Like, y'all, like, I don't know what's going on. I just have this like itch that I just want to travel the country like by foot or on bike, just every little bit. I don't know. I'm like having a hard time even staying put. I'm just like I just want to see the country, and for me, like what I love is just those everyday conversations, just moving about, and I think you have unlimited content if I can ride a bike around the country.
Hmm. There you go. That's your first travel around Laos.
I
Ride your
want to
bike from
have a
Vientiane to Takek.
I want to have a little bit of a following, or I don't know. I want to do like other people, like I've seen loads of YouTubers where um, they use like a challenging thing like this to raise money for like a scholarship or building a school or something, and I would love to make it like find a way that I could do that, and I think that by doing maybe a bike trip or something, then I could do
Well,
that.
yeah, later on when your channel start making money, you can have that kind of plan, big plan like
You,
that.
you know how Travels on Toast did, like, they raised money to build a skate park, stuff like
Mhm.
that. Like, that is so
Mhm.
cool. Like raise money to build this. I don't know if there's any, but yeah, if I could raise money to maybe give a scholarship to a student, or build a school or something. My audio's not clear. Is my audio not good, guys?
A what?
Sorry, I just got a message that our audio is not good. Is my audio not good, or is it okay?
Oh, that's why. I know say, Gail, we've never been back since 80s. Me and my wife since 81. Oh my God, that's a long time. Please come visit. Like you have to. It's, if you're like thinking about moving back to Laos, you have to come visit. Because then you will see it and feel it, and then she'll change her mind. I can almost guarantee that she will change her mind. Because life over here is so peaceful.
You're and you definitely don't need to be lonely. You could be lonely, but you don't need to be lonely. There's people are always ready to be your friend.
Like, yeah, don't even worried about, well, we don't have any friends or family because we left a long time ago. No, when you come here, everybody is family. Everybody make you feel like you are their friends and their family.
Can I ask real quick? Is my audio okay? Because we just had a comment that said my audio is not clear. Is there anything
Now
wrong?
it's okay. Now
Oh,
it's okay.
I don't know. I feel like I keep my picture, my video on here
Oh, okay.
on StreamYard keeps on acting funny, but then like the internet will come up. It'll say I have low internet or speed or something. So maybe it was cutting in and out,
Okay.
but I don't know.
Must be the
But
internet. Must be the signal.
what Boyd says, Cal's husband looks relaxed in her videos. I can feel the vibe.
Yeah, he's really loving it. It's like no amount of money can bring him back to the US. He doesn't care if someone offer him $1 million to go back. I doubt that he'll take the he'll take the offer.
I don't know how to promote Lao better to people in the sense that, like, do you enjoy eating a meal out? Because I enjoy eating a meal out and not having to worry about cooking and doing dishes and all that stuff.
Mm,
You can do that here every meal if you want, and you don't spend anything.
mm.
uh, do you, do people and do you enjoy uh, hanging out with your friends and going for a meal at a foreign restaurant? Because I sure do, and not spend 200 bucks on some Indian food or some sushi, or it's not just Lao food that's cheap. The other part about living over here that's nice, maybe not in Takege, I don't know what foreign restaurants they have, but in Vientiane, Luang Prabang, bigger cities, you have foods from all over the world made by locals that are living here, and you're paying hardly anything for it. So I love that. Like, you can go out to eat, have different foods, Lao food from all over the world for super cheap. I don't know. For me, that helps with my quality of life for sure.
And you don't have to wait for the weekend to do it, right, Barry? Like you
No,
don't have to wait for holidays or weekend to like get together with families and friends. But back home we have to wait. We're like, okay, weekend, we'll do it on
yeah,
the weekend or we'll do it on certain holiday.
there was a lot of things
Here
that
it's
were
like
very.
every day.
It was so foreign to me when I moved, like, over to Thailand the first time, and living in China, Vietnam, all the places. It was just took time for me to get used to, like, oh, this is okay. Like, I was in that mode of like, no, I can't join you guys after work. I gotta, can't
Mm-hmm.
afford to like, go out to eat and hang out and do stuff, and then you
Mm-hmm.
realize like, oh yeah, I can. Like we can go. Like it doesn't matter what day of the week we can go grab. That just makes it nice. You're just like, okay, yeah, let's go grab a meal. Go eat a good, nice meal. You go eat, I don't know, Middle Eastern food. Have yourself some hummus, some baba ganoush, some delicious pita bread, or naan bread with it, and you an hour and a half later, and then go on your way. Spend $10 at a foreign restaurant on a Monday night. Now, a lot of people get sucked into drinking, so I don't know if that's people's thing. That's your thing, but be aware that you probably will have to decline the drinking. For me, that's just like can't do it every day. Some people do. That's
And I
personal
think
choice.
especially for us, like American Laos, we have that advantage. Like earn we earn US dollars and then we get to come here and spend it. Like why not? Why not take advantage of it, right?
Right. Let's see. Unknown says, Barry, don't be afraid to ask. A lot of people think you don't have to subscribe to your YouTube channel. A lot of those Lao people now are very impressed with you speaking in native tongue. I have been like really afraid to say anything. Maybe the until like this last month or so, until I put out like after maybe like my 15, 16 video, I was like, okay, I can feel comfortable telling people I'm doing YouTube and not feel like shy. Like I'm doing YouTube, but I have like 4 videos. I do YouTube, and I give my YouTube out to people now. Before I was too shy to give it out or say that I was doing YouTube. So yeah, people will subscribe here in Lao. They're very nice, and they're like, oh, let me see. They're super excited. Like the idea of being on a video, I think excites a lot of people.
I am the same way there. I don't tell people here in Laos. I don't tell them
Yeah,
that I have a YouTube channel. Ask them to subscribe. It just I
no,
don't know, I feel kind of shy about it.
yeah. I don't feel too shy anymore. Like before, I felt really shy, and now I'm just like, nah, it is what I'm doing. So I guess I feel shy because people are so used to such big numbers. People are used to scrolling, and they see like these massive numbers that like you say you do YouTube, and they're like, oh, 700 people are like, do you really do this? Do you really do? Because they're used to seeing scrolling, and they're like 10,000 likes, 100, 50,000 subscribers, and they're like, oh, they expect it to be like you to be like massive when you tell them you're a YouTuber. You're like, no, just new, and yeah, no viral videos yet. We'll see. But people will subscribe. I don't know. I don't know why I'm like not super like going around like, hey, I do YouTube. It's not really as much of a thing here for people. People love TikTok here. So the first question they have is, you do YouTube, so why don't you do TikTok? Like, I'm not a TikToker.
TikToker.
I don't know.
I'm a YouTuber. I'm not a TikToker.
Let's see. Let's go down to some more. I can hear Kel clearly. Maybe let's see. Hello, Lisa from Portland, Oregon. Lisa Kel Bunam, probably from
Gail,
Portland. Awesome.
how do you pronounce it? Ging have the way to pronounce it. She's good at pronouncing name. I'm not. I'm terrible.
When I first got here, it was impossible because the way that a lot of people read their names in English. I'm like, now I know. So now I think name's got to be Kel Bunam. I mean, almost
Mm.
100%. Uh, but yeah, like it's so I don't know how you could ever, as an English speaker, try to pronounce things. Like, how would you know it's Boun is going to be boon? Like, I don't know where the writing system. I think a lot of people adopted from French, like the way they write
Yeah,
stuff in
that's what
English.
she said. She said, because they adapted to French.
What is Mai Tai saying? What is Yoan saying? Yoan says it's cheaper to eat out in Bangkok than cooking by myself.
Hmm.
Are you
That's
sure?
what I do. I
Are you
don't
sure?
cook for myself. I don't cook for
I,
myself.
I feel like anytime you cook for yourself, it is definite. It is cheaper, but it doesn't feel cheaper
It just takes
because
so much time. It
the
takes so
time
much time. Hmm.
you're saving. It's not like back home where you're saving a lot of money versus here. I think you're saving a fraction. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you go to the market and you buy everything. This is dirt cheap, and it's going to be cheaper than eating out. At least here in Laos, I don't know, Bangkok maybe not,
I
but
think
it
if you have a
seems.
big family, if you have a big family, yeah, it's worth it to like go out there, you know,
Hmm.
do your grocery shopping and cook and then, eat as a big family. Yeah, it's fun. It's worth it. But if it's just you or another person, no,
Yeah, I
it's
find it
way
hard
easier.
to just. I find it hard. Like I love it when you have people you can go to the market and buy stuff and cook together, because otherwise I find it really hard to take the time to go to the market to buy all the stuff, and it's like you're literally saving cents, versus just get your food and eat. and
And
I'm
mainly,
so
I just want to
simple, like.
give them, and I want to give them business by, buying food for them because they cook because that's their job. They're earning money, um, cooking food and sell it to you. I feel like I rather give them business that way,
It's so cheap too.
like
It's like I want
supporting
to buy.
them.
I want to buy everything and make lab. Like I can buy lab and at the market for Well, I always get like 20,000. They usually people will get like 5, 10,000, but I get 20,000. So like $1 worth of lab, and it's a
Mm-hmm.
big baggie of lab, and I'm like, that would have taken me how long? 2, 3 hours to buy stuff at the market, go home and cook. Like it, yeah. So it is hard, but I do enjoy like a shop and a cook like I did with the night. The night that was fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, too bad.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Gail, Lisa, love to go back to visit Lao again for food and adventure. Yes, come. So many adventures. I went and bought.
Especially who I forgot his name. I'm terrible with names. Sorry. Anong. I should
Yeah,
that should be like that should be like the really common names that I should remember easily. Anong. Especially Anong and your wife. You need to come visit. You know, and because
we're not giving up
you
on
want
you.
to
We're
no.
gonna get you out
Um,
here.
yeah, come visit. I don't know. Do you still have family here in Laos, or you don't? If you don't, contact us.
Yeah,
We'll be your family. We'll be your friend.
that's the whole point. Like it's in my about section of my YouTube. The whole point is to create a community of Lao lovers. People that want to live happily. Have a dream to be out here. You want to and pay it forward. Like I always feel like it's important to pay it forward. So yeah, but create a community of people out here. That like I think that would be really cool we can see it grow and then see people come out here. Like, I know it's not easy for a lot of people. There's a lot of things that are going to work differently. Your phone, your internet, it's different, but it works.
Yeah, especially for someone that don't travel much. People that live in the US, they don't travel much. I don't travel at all when I live there. I just work. And my weekend is like I'm tired. I want to spend time with my kids on the weekend. I'm not gonna take that time away from them and travel. So yeah, for the people that live in the US, they don't travel much, and it's kind of hard to start it, to get started. it's hard to get started. But once you get started, you'll love it. You'll enjoy traveling. You'll enjoy seeing other culture, eating different kind of food, and I I I say you should plan to visit Laos. Like, what do you need? What do you need to get started?
Let's see. Good evening from วิธีคนสองฝั่งของ that's in Thai though. วิธีค
Oh,
นสอง
Vichi คน
ฝั่ง
สอง
ของ
ฝั่งของ oh, he's huge. I don't know if you follow him. I watch him here and there.
Oh, okay. So Thai
Yeah, he's
Isan or something.
yeah, Thai Isan. He's huge.
Wow.
Welcome. Thanks
Oh,
for
from
stopping
Canada.
by.
วิธีคน
There
สอง
you go. He
สอง
can
ฝั่งของ
yeah, he can
ยิน
help
ดีต้อนรับ
promote.
เด้อ
He can definitely get Barry going.
Connie says maybe you need to interact with Laotian. Yo. I probably should put that in the point of the conversation. Would have made sense, but I don't know at what point. I maybe need to interact with Laotian. I try to interact with people every day. I do. Yeah, it's pretty easy.
You mean Laotian channel or Kon Lao? I don't think he meant Kon Lao because there's a YouTube channel named Laotian. He might maybe
Oh,
that's what he means.
Laotian. I've seen that guy from like Seattle or whatever. I get people all the time, and you should collaborate with this person. You should collaborate with that person. It's like the answer to that is I would love to, but I tried for a while there, and this is different. I guess these are YouTubers, so I should reach out and try to collab with some people. But my experience trying to collaborate with people has been like a lot of time trying to collaborate, and then it not happening, and so I just got like, okay,
Yeah,
I'll focus my effort.
I think they don't have time, right?
Yeah.
They are busy with their things and they don't have time.
Right. And people say, don't be shy, just reach out. I'm like, this is a full-time job. Probably most YouTubers are putting in more hours than a full-time job. If you're doing like people that are bigger, you're probably putting 60 hours a week. But so I just want to respect people's time, and I don't think anybody would mind, but my experience of trying to collaborate with people, and also we're in Laos. Come on, guys. Remember, we're in Laos. Things move at a different. You try to organize something, you better be trying to organize several things at the same time, just so like maybe one of them happens and then the other one happens at a different time. Like that's what I find. You have to have multiple things going because things just don't move along very well, and I just put a lot of effort into trying to organize things, and it's like, you know what, I'm just gonna work and do what I'm doing, and when people really are keen on talking to me, they'll reach out, and that's it. Because I'm ready to go. I'm the type of person like, I'm ready to go. Let's go now. Like, you want to collaborate? All right, let's go. Let's do it right now. A lot of people like, let's plan, and I don't know. It's like a lot of chit chat when I've tried to like collab with different things. I'm like, let's just do it.
Yeah, I was surprised that when I reached out to you and invited you, to come and chat with us, that you respond right away. I was really surprised because people don't do that.
I'm ready to go. Let's do it. I'm happy to collaborate. Like that's what I met a bunch of people about collaborating on, the cooking stuff, or whether like making YouTube videos, so teaching Lao, because I'd love to have videos out there for those people that want to learn Lao. There was nothing for when I was trying to learn Lao, but my experience was that people just very slow about making the decision and getting things done, except one guy I met. And the day I met him, We made a video. It went on his page, but like that's what I appreciate. Like, well, there's only so much to talk about. Let's do it, and then we can see if it's good and improve from there, or not do it again. Like, but we gotta do it. Let's see. Oh, thank you, Wisa. Okay, it's Wisa. Sorry, I got one part wrong. Galbuna, Wisa. Okay, pretty close. No, we're getting better at reading the English. Oh no, this person. I know that you left your name up here. I'm gonna have to remember this. I'm pretty decent with names. Lena. Lena, you always are super kind. I appreciate you. I don't know exactly. You speak through emojis, and sometimes I'm not sure what you mean, but yes. You're awesome. It's always super positive. How long have you learned to speak Lao? Oh, that's a good question. I still get people sometimes being like, do you speak Lao in my videos? Like, oh, Lao is cute. Oh, like, don't forget, like, teaching me like a basic thing, or like, can you read? And it's like, yeah, if they watched a few videos, I hope they would gather that I can read and write fluently, and I can speak fluently. And yeah, I've been learning for a long time. I first learned Thai, so Thai and Isan and Lao, it's all kind of been like one thing together since I was like 19, 20 years old. So 15, 16 years. I was not studying or using it for about 8 years though. From like 27, 28 until I came to Lao, I never got to use it. So that was difficult because it's like a part of it. It really is a part of me. Like, I don't know how to say it better. It's like I don't know. Like sometimes you certain things just stick with you. It's like skateboarding. I grew up skateboarding, and it'll never leave me. I grew up playing basketball. Never like certain things, And Lao and Thai, I think, 'cause I learned at such a young age and experienced at such a young age that it became a part of me. It's like in my heart, and I love it. And not speaking it was so hard, and not using it, and not having Thai or Lao friends or Thai friends or Isan friends was so hard. Not eating the food was torture. So coming back was like when I landed, leaving the plane, like hard by now, hard by now, I'm finally home. And all the stewardess just like giggling, man. All the stewardess like, he's happy to be here. I couldn't be more happy. Bobby Crush. Yeah, exactly. Cooking is a pleasure first and foremost, and that's why I want to do like cooking shows, or I like to film that. That interaction is where I learned actually a lot of my Lao. It's just like you're hanging around Lao people with food and cooking and stuff. So if you're just hungry and need to eat, yeah, go grab that cheap food from the market. But to cook, I want some company.
There's food everywhere here, huh? Like
Oh
so
yeah.
much food.
There's food everywhere to the point that you get spoiled, and then when I'm walking or biking somewhere and there isn't any food, you're like, where is the food now? And I need it. I need some boping or a pink guy or something. But my go-to, obviously is the nam oi. Being it's so hot, just like refresh. And they sell that nam oi on the side. Sugar cane juice for everybody if you're not familiar with nam oi.
I'm getting sick of it. Like this year, I don't crave nam oil that much. Usually,
Really?
up until this year, that I don't do too much nam oil. Usually, I would have a bottle, 2 bottles at home every day. Like I would have nam oil throughout the day. this year, I think I'm like I have enough nam oil.
I don't know. I'm so addicted to it right now. I I can't help, but I really like. For me, it's so hot. I love a cold drink on a hot day. So especially
It is
exercising a
so
lot.
refreshing, though. It's so refreshing. It's so
There's
good,
not
but
if it.
I just feel like I have enough.
I don't think I've had a day. Like there's days where I'm like, okay, I've had one. Maybe I don't feel like another one. But they're like 70 cents, and uh, I really like a smoothie. But yeah, I probably mentioned in my videos that on a hot day, I don't think I go a day here without getting some kind of cold drink because it's cheap. I'll get a sugar cane juice or I'll get a fresh coconut. The fresh coconut's usually like 30,000, so it's like a buck 20, a buck 40.
Mm.
Or you can get coconut juice from the people that sell on the stands. But a lot of times, if they're selling the coconut juice in like the containers, round cylinders that they sell
Yeah,
all
I
the
don't
different,
like that.
they put the sugar water in there that they
Mm-hmm.
the
Mm-hmm.
not namuan
Mm-hmm.
even tong out and then it's
Mm-hmm.
like kind of defeating the purpose of having fresh coconut juice.
Yeah,
It's got
I like the kind that
sweetener.
it just come from it just come from the coconut. I rather that. Although sometimes it's not so sweet. It's not sweet at all, but I rather do the real coconut juice.
Right. Or we get a smoothie, which is also like 70 cents, and they get like mango and coconut and avocado. A lot of people think it's crazy with the avocado, but the avocado makes it so creamy. And then you have like the sweetness from either banana or mango or something. And then the coconut, if you add coconut in there, they'll like put the coconut shavings, so you get like a coconut, like kind of you get the coconut flavor, but then also the chewiness. Or you can just get the tapioca balls. Come on, tapioca balls. I love some tapioca balls in there.
There's so many smoothie stand like on the street. It's like everywhere.
Oh, this is the place if you want food. Let's see.
Hmm.
Yoan says curry dishes next door is 40-45 baht. They're able to sell so cheap, so they buy in bulk. You might actually be right these days with the prices of everything going up. It might actually be cheaper to buy than to cook. Lao, on the other hand, I would say that sometimes the prices for food, I don't know. I do feel like Thailand might be cheaper sometimes for food. What do you think? Like,
Certain thing, yeah,
yeah,
certain thing is cheaper. Something can be a little bit more expensive. Um, but Western
stir
food,
fries
no matter, I think Laos or Thai, Western food is too expensive.
too expensive. Yeah, I don't know. This Western food, $5. It's not so bad.
Yeah,
10 bucks.
compared to the States now, it's not so
Right.
bad. I think over there everything is so expensive. I cannot see myself go back there and paying $20-$30 for a meal. I wouldn't be able to do it.
The one thing here is that if you're gonna get like Thai food or the food that everybody loves, like soup, people love to eat pho. I'm not like I can't say that I'm like the big pho fan. You know, I'm a typical American guy that's like as hot as blazes outside. I do not want to eat boiling hot water. We've talked about this because like Gal's favorite dish is khao pieg that she eats for every meal.
That's my everyday meal.
But I feel like those dishes are more expensive than in Thailand. Like I don't know. I haven't been over the border for a minute, but I feel like pho and like any kind of those soups that people love to eat and like stir fries, they're like 40, 50,000 gib, which goodness, I could get tamahung and la bet and I could probably get, I can get two or three things if I just get Lao food. But those soups or stir fries like a pakapao is more expensive. and I feel like in
Um,
Thailand.
is the price the same in Takek and Vientiane? Because over here, like every bag, like every thing that you get is 10,000.
Ten
Is
thousand
it
for
the same
coffee?
over there? No, no, no. Like the food, ของกินซุปข
Yes.
นาด
Yeah, 10,000, but I usually get like 20 because 10 is like
right? Because the portion is
just
so small,
it's
so
very
little.
small.
Because over here, Laos people they eat rice. Like a lot of
Mm,
it is rice.
a
Like
lot,
กับ
yeah.
ข้าวละน้อยหนึ่ง So
Hmm.
when you go by ไปซื้อของกินซุป you get really little, you get small portion.
Right, and I do opposite. I eat like small amount of rice so I don't pass out after I eat, and then a lot of lamb
Mhm.
and a lot of pink guy and a lot of everything else. I feel like we're getting comments that I'm not keeping up. I just let's see. Lisa says I just got back last December 2023. Look forward to going in when I retire 62. Awesome. I hope that's not too far away. 62. Lao Ocean is good. What's it say? หวังว่าพวกเจ้ายังอยู่ลาวสำคัญไปลาว
Oh
บ่ได้ไป
yeah.
ไสดอก บ่ได้ไปไสดอก อยู่พี่แหละ
No, we're not going anywhere. You need it. We're not going anywhere. I
Question
can't. Like
for
my problem is I can't get my husband to go back. He love it here too much. He won't go back. Gail, did you and your husband have relatives to move back and be with, or you just um decided to move to Laos? Actually, in 2020, my dad, at the time, he was 92 years old, and he wanted to come back to Laos. He's like, I don't want to die, you ประเทศนอก you know? I want to go back to my homeland, my motherland. If I gonna die, I want to die in Laos. So yeah, we brought him back in 2020, and then 2 weeks after we got here, they announced the shutdown, COVID, and all that. So we accidentally stuck in Laos, and luckily, we like it here. And my dad, my dad passed after 1 year, and so I'm really glad that I made that decision to quit my job and bring my dad back. And then my husband happened to love it here so much, and luckily he worked online. He's already worked online that we don't have to go back. So we were lucky that my mom moved back years before, and she bought a land. She built a house, so we get to live in a house for free, rent free. We're like, oh, why not rent free?
Mm-hmm.
Why do we want to go back? Like, there's no
Mm-hmm.
reason to go back. We still
Yeah.
have a family. I still have a niece and nephew that live here in Takek. But like I say, you don't need to have relative to live in Laos. Once you move back here, when you live here, when you come here to visit, you'll feel like everybody is your family.
I don't want to say it. I don't want to say it in a way that offends anybody, but sometimes it might be better you don't have family. Well, it can get complicated with family.
Mhm.
Like they thinking you got money, you're gonna take care of everybody, and like it can. Yeah, I think I don't have the experience, but just looking from other people's experience, I think it could be easier without.
My first 2 years, like my first year and second year, I still struggling with family because they visit all the time. Then they're like, this person's sick, I'm sick, my brother's sick, and then you feel like you want to help them out.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have learned that I cut them off. I slowly cut them off. Like either I block my gate, act like I'm not home, or I would just say I'm out of town. So don't worry if you don't have family, if you don't have relatives. It's a good thing. It's a good thing.
Right.
Trust me, you'll enjoy it. You enjoyed it better. You enjoy it more.
it's not to speak badly of people, but people, we have to understand that people here are living off of a very different amount of money, and so no matter what kind of money you have, it's a lot for them, and
Mm-hmm.
they're gonna most likely be trying to pull you in different directions of things that you should spend your your money on, whether it's their hospital bills or you should get this place or buy this land or do this. And so
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I do think without family, even I didn't have family. I just had people I knew, but people thinking you have money and be like try to introduce this and that, and it's like I don't have interest in. You just have to be aware that you are coming from another country and people will view you as having money. So, all right, next question. Was it a culture shock being in Laos for the first time? Yeah, Cal. No.
No, not at all. I just fit in. I think my personality too, I'm really easygoing. I'm really like easy to adapt to things. I don't get panic. I'm I'm calm. Like I'm always calm. I don't get panic. I just blend in. I just go with the flow. Whatever happened, I just deal with it. And no, I don't get culture shock at all.
I only get culture shock when I go home. This is true. I only get
I
culture
think when
shock when I
I
go
if
home.
I have yeah, I think if I have to go back to the US, yeah, I will get culture shock. I will be like, oh my God, why am I here? Do I have to be here?
The first
I
thing,
miss
as
Laos.
soon as yeah, it's unfortunate to say, but the first thing is look at wow, look at all the large people around here. That's the first
Large
shock
people.
I get. Lack of a better
Like
word.
why people are so big here?
As soon as you go home, the first thing you're like, whoa, I forgot how fat we are back home. Uh, but culture shock in Lao, I've lived overseas so long. When I came to Lao, like I knew it wasn't going to be a shock. Yeah, it wasn't. There was no shocks to me when I got to Lao. Nothing. No, I visited, even when I visited 8 years ago, 9 years ago now, the first time, yeah, the shock was, why did I listen to people that scared me from going to Lao? That was the shock. Because I had
Oh yeah,
not
if
come to
you
Lao for so long
you can
based off of
I think
people's.
I think unknown is because he never, because he left a long time ago and his wife
Uh,
and they hear all kinds of story. I think it probably is like make them feel uncomfortable to come back or to visit.
oh,
But
I
it's
heard some
nothing like that
crazy
at
stuff.
all.
I heard
It's like
crazy stuff.
we're not planned. Like my husband and I, we did not plan to live in Laos at all. And it's so easy. It's so easy to live here. You just don't go back. Like we just don't go back.
I am actually shocked at some of the tall tales that people are believing out there because I talked to a gentleman, a subscriber the other day, a supporter of the channel, and he was talking about people telling him that they kept track of who was in the army before, and they took out their family when they come to visit. I'm like, you realize how wild what you're saying is, right? Do you really believe that? I keep hearing like really, really wild stuff from people. It's like, I was scared to come to Laos because people are like, it's just so poor. It's like desolate. There's nothing there. It's hard to get food. It's hard to travel. It's hard. Like that was mostly from Thai, Isan people, and Thai people. It's communist. It's not safe. They might just take you out. And it's like you believe a lot of things, and then you come here and you're like, ah, this is just Lao. This is the same Lao that I experienced in. Don't get offended, people. This is the Lao I experienced in Isan. I know people don't like it sometimes when you say that because People want to keep their differences and be unique. But yeah, it was Lao. It was Lao culture, just like I had missed and I'd remember beautiful, lovely people and food, and I feel safe everywhere I go, anywhere I go. There's not a place in this country I wouldn't feel like I could walk around at any time of the day, middle of the night, middle of the day,
Mm-hmm.
and I wouldn't be scared of anything happening to me whatsoever. Nothing. You might run into occasions where you are, uh, you know, it's not a lot going on. There's not a lot of shops, but you're always going to be able to find a beer Lao, even if you can't find water. That's
True.
it. So
Before we came here, my husband asked, "Is there toilet paper in Laos?" Like he have no clue. Yeah, he's so worried. He's like, "How do we use some bathroom?" I said, "Well, we might have to go to the jungle, but it will be the first time. We'll find out."
you might have to upgrade your life to a bidet. Yeah, one thing we do have here in Laos that we don't have back in the States is is a bidet. And I know that nobody calls it a bidet out here, but you know, the States, I feel like finally in the last like 5, 10 years, people have started catching on that like toilet paper is not necessarily maybe the best option, and people have been using wet wipes. I don't know, maybe the last 10 years. It's like there is such thing as a bidet that's really lovely. I installed one back home. I just bought the hose and connected it to the toilet in the back. We're all good. Now, it might be a little difficult for some people if you find places that don't have a bidet and you just have to use a little bowl of water in your hand. That might be strange for people.
But then you get used to it. Oh, just take
But
shower. You know what? You know what? One thing over here, the shower and toilet, they build it in the same room. So just take shower.
yeah, take a shower. I used to have people
Mhm.
back home when I visit be like, why does the shower keep turning on every time you go to the bathroom? I'm like, well, I'm sorry, but I got used to being clean and I don't really feel comfortable walking around with a dirty booty anymore. I can't use toilet paper.
But but yes, Anong, it's not like when we left. When we left in 1980s, oh yeah, Laos back then and Laos today is night and day. So don't worry. It's just like in America, you know. The bathroom, toilet, water, food. It's just like
Yeah,
back
yeah.
home. It's just like back in the US. Don't even be afraid of using toilet in the jungle and you have pigs and dog follow you to the forest. No, it's nothing like that anymore.
My Thai Yoan says, when I went back to the States last time, I was shocked to see so many old people at the supermarket, and they provide electric carts for people unable, too lazy to walk. Yeah,
Hmm.
States is States was tough. States is tough. Culture shock. You get used to conveniences here. I found the States very difficult for me. It's, the conveniences that I have here different from the conveniences back home. Back home, here's the convenience. Like things work. You don't typically have to deal with things not working. But I'll take like the little inconveniences that you have here for the conveniences I do have. You know, I'll take the fact that I haven't even had any power outages. So people talk about your power, but I didn't have any real problems with that. In a country like Laos, people would expect you to have problems with power going out all the time. No, never really had much of an issue. The internet's not really been much of an issue. I'm trying to think of things that haven't worked. Well, let's say maybe the roads may bother you. I don't know. roads aren't perfect, but I'll take that for the fact that I have food everywhere for dirt cheap. You know, back home the roads are great, but I can't stop and get a smoothie because it's going to cost me $7.
May I ask, Anong, how old is your wife? You and your wife? Are you in your 50s, or when are you gonna be retired?
Who knows if he's still here? We have 23 people, but I don't know who is still here. Lena says
Wow, we have a lot of people with us.
that for Lao New Year, Be My, I watched you all had so much fun. Yeah, I haven't even posted all the videos. I had a lot of fun. I posted one just because I felt like it was important to get one out quick. Because I don't know. What do you think? Like, I feel like the rate that people are getting up their Songkan and Be My videos was so quick. Like, people were just like putting out. As soon as in the middle of it happening, like, how are you putting out your videos as it's happening?
Well, because they don't think, put too much thought to it like you, Barry. You put too much thought into it. I just get it out. Just don't hold on to it. Why do you want to hold on to it? Just
I'm not holding on to
upload it. Just get it out and go do your new video instead of hold on to the old one.
I think I had
Because
too much
people want to watch
film.
current, you know, people don't want to watch anything that is like old. Because we want to know what happened today. We don't
Right.
care for what happened last year.
Right. Yeah. I need to try to get these out quick because of before people are before the end of this month. But I have these videos I want to get up. Like I think people will be shocked at Vientiane, you know. I think a lot of I want to make more videos about encouraging people to come to Lao. I think that's kind of a little bit my niche, like being a Westerner living here, American, and I don't know if I have like videos being like Lao is overlooked. Like it's always like Lao is boring. Check out Vientiane, Be My Lao. You won't think so. Like people would think,
Who
oh,
said
there's nothing
Laos
going
is
on.
boring?
Oh, everybody, people coming through here all the time, like they just don't know what to do. They just don't know.
Mm.
Lao New Year. Watched. Yes. Okay. Comments. I think we got all the comments.
You do?
Amazing that you can read too from boys. Yeah, gotta be able to read. Makes life good here. I never quite understood why people didn't try to learn to read and write. There's so much you can learn from all around you outside if you can read. Well,
I'm not sure. I know if you're still with us, plan your vacation. You and your wife get to Laos. Get her out of the US.
trying to think if there's anything else I wanted to cover. 2 hours is a good live stream.
Mhm.
I
Or
appreciate
tell her
everybody
that
participating.
I want to meet her. I want to meet your wife.
There you
I want
go.
to be her friend.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to as we grow the community to have people out here that have been watching and encouraging to come out here.
Oh gee, look who show up.
Joe.
Are you awake? You're supposed to be sleeping. Why are you awake? He's not home. He's not home. Ask him where he is right now.
Where are you, Joe? Where in the world is Joe McNeil? It's true. It is a double-edged sword. I want to encourage people to come experience it for themselves. I don't know. will it be peaceful and quiet anymore? I do think Thailand has gotten so saturated with foreigners. I don't know if it's the same anymore, but I feel like Laos is so far from that. I'm not super worried about it getting rowdy.
Oh, Joe's like, stop telling people how nice and peaceful it's over here.
you're, you're always gonna find that peace and quiet in Laos because there's so like it's very much smaller cities. Like it's a long way from getting to any sort of like Thai level cities. A long way from
Joe went check in at the hotel by the Mekong this morning because I'm gonna have people come over to replace the window.
that.
So that way he get his peace, he's quiet and he sleep in.
Just check into a hotel real quick. Yeah, that's another thing.
Mhm.
Everybody, you should know that if you're thinking about coming, the cost is going to be the ticket, and once you're here, it's very cheap. You don't need to worry about. Uh, you don't need to worry about staying in a hotel for a while and exploring this place and seeing what you like. It's very cheap. Like a guest house, you can get for $5 to $10 a night. If you need luxury, then it's going to be more. But you know, more than it shouldn't be much more than $10 most places. Can you get land for $40K in Lao now? Yeah, 100% you can. That's definitely. I know that my video that got the most views with Beverly that Yoan mentioned, the one about her moving to Lao and her property and everything. I think her property was $60K, and she's got 3 rai, which I think she's got a rai is like what did we talk about? We talked about the size of this last time, but I think she has like 1.2, 1.3 acres, so 60K. Something around there. So 40K, you should probably be able to get like an acre or something. I'm not the right
and
guy
that's
right
in
now.
Vientiane. And that's in Vientiane.
Yeah.
I mean, if you are looking for a cheaper place outside of Vientiane, smaller town, it's cheaper. It just depends on the area.
Sabay Lasami. I'm pretty sure
Sabay Latsami.
that's a pretty common name, so I think I got that right. Lasami. Hello from Seattle. Thanks for supporting. Really appreciate it. I love seeing where everybody's watching from. I really do. From Canada, from Texas, from Seattle. It's so cool to see where everybody's at.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you like I was saying, you can get land outside of Vientiane is going to be cheaper. What did Beverly tell me? It was like 300 baht a square meter. Is that how much the land is here? Shoot, I'm really bad with remembering this stuff because I'm not in like the market for anything like this. So it's like just kind of in one ear and out the other. It's hard to remember on like buying and building and stuff. But I know a lot of people are interested, so I should probably pay more attention to the buying and the building. I recommend people not to worry so much about buying and building because you're getting into a realm that's a little bit more challenging because you're not a Lao citizen, so now you got to trust somebody, and you can rent for dirt cheap. So why don't rush if you're thinking about land. Come and stay for a year, or make a bunch of trips. Whatever you're gonna do, just take your time. Please take your time on that.
Especially my subscriber mostly are people that getting close to retired, which is like, we're already in our 50, 60. Don't worry about buying land. Why do you want to buy land? I mean, what are you going to do after you die?
This is an American
to me, it's
concept.
like, what are you going to do?
It's a very
What are you gonna
Western
do with it?
concept of like having to own land. I think like almost ingrained into us since you're a kid. Like that's the step. That's the next step in life. You need to own your property, own your home. It's like what I think for Lao, with it being this price that it is, like why would you want? And then you're locking up your money in Lao land too. Like you don't have control over it if you've got somebody that's bought it for you. You're hoping and praying that they're trustworthy. And I get it, you want to own your property, but you can rent for so cheap.
Yeah, like don't you want to move from place to place? Right? It's
Right.
so easier to like live here for 2, 3 years and then move somewhere else, or well, stay here for 2, 3 months and then move on to a different place and experience different people and different kind of food. Even in
If,
Laos, it's you might think it's small, but there's so many places and area that you can go and learn and experience.
right, keep getting people asking me, some subscribers like, oh,
Uh-oh.
are you planning to go to Thailand? Are you planning to go to Cambodia? Like not anytime soon. Laos is the size of a state back home, maybe one of the smaller states, but there's so much to explore. Yeah, there's plenty to explore. And if you have the money, go for it. You know what I mean? But I'd say that most of us, like, you don't want to risk 40K or 80K or whatever it is for land, do you? But if you really do have the money, yeah, go for it. Find somebody, and hopefully you have somebody you can trust. And I get why you want to own the land, I guess, so you can sell it. And at the end of the day, it's you got money there. But
Okay,
yeah,
I'll be right back, Barry. I gotta go open the gate for them. Look like they're on their way here to replace the window for me.
okay.
I'm
No
listening though.
worries.
Keep talking.
Yeah, I'm curious. I guess it's like people going into retirement. You're thinking about buying, but you can rent very easily. I totally get it. I get wanting to have your own place, build your own thing. I get it. It's just a lot more difficult since you're not holding a Lao passport. You're not a Lao citizen, and I wouldn't want to be in a position where I put blood, sweat, and tears into getting a place, and then somebody turned around and sold it, and I can do nothing. But you know, I also have a dream of owning land in the future, so I don't know what that'll look like. Probably mean I'd be married to a Lao woman, but yeah, I totally get wanting to have your own
Daddy.
place. There are tons and tons of really cool places to rent,
Jessica,
and I'd say just wait a
oh,
couple of years, maybe
okay.
live
Come
here a
back.
year or two. At least you got to live here a year before you do anything like long term. There'd be nothing like even signing a long term lease. I wouldn't recommend that when you first come. I did, and uh, I don't want to really speak to my landlords. That's how unfavorable the contract was that I signed, not knowing what was going on when I first got here. So, uh, yeah, unfortunately, people will take advantage of you, and you'd rather not be in a position that you're getting taken advantage of over something so big like land. At least it was just a rental for a year. Uh, yeah, yeah. I would even recommend people the first maybe 6 months, year, like maybe you find somewhere that you could rent monthly, because you don't know what you're gonna need, what you're doing. Like things change a lot the first year. You're like really getting the hang of things, figuring where you want to be and what you're doing and stuff. So take your time. It's very cheap. You can find your monthly rentals for a couple $100, just like the same as what you pay if you did a long-term lease. So Boyd says, "Enjoy your time. You deserve it. just rent, plenty to do, and travel. So much to see in Laos. Yeah, so much to see. So much. You never know. Like for me, Vientiane's great, but I would love, I think, to probably be further north where it's a little cooler, more mountains, rivers. Yeah, beautiful. Vientiane is very much like a flat city and not much nature nearby. I guess I can't say not much nearby. There's none within really the city limit city, right? You have to go over maybe to Mungfuang, which is just a little short drive, hour or so up the road. That and yeah, check it out. There's different landscapes, different weather. The north has to deal a little bit with the burning season, so that's one concern. The south is a little hotter, definitely a little hotter, especially this time of year. So, but there are places even in the south that you could go, like the Bolivian Plateau, like higher elevations, if you want a little bit cooler weather. There's loads. There's just so much to explore. Super exciting, and food everywhere you go. What I love, Tết nhận you.
หลังมือ Sorry, let me go turn off my. I have to get the curtain down because they're here to replace the window. Let me go turn off my microphone. I forgot to turn off my microphone.
So, hi guys. Enjoying you guys chat. I appreciate that. I hope there's some value to it. I try not to come with anything prepared because I was at. I felt like the whole point is to chat with you guys, not for me to tell you about me. So I just want to come online and then we can all have a chat and hopefully people can watch later and it will be beneficial to them in some way. We chat about something that can help people out there. All right, take that one down. What was I thinking the other day? One thing I'd say was that, somebody was telling me they want to hear more. I'm always saying good things about Lao. I'm always super positive. How come I'm never negative about anything or never give like a negative review or even say anything? It's like, I do tend to cut that stuff out. I'm not perfect. And I do say like, give my opinion on things, and I will try to probably be more like balanced because I have felt like sometimes I am just like everything's great, there's nothing bad, and it's not realistic. But I also feel a bit of a responsibility to keep things positive towards this place that I really love. And be understanding of why things might be negative for people. I don't know. I'm all for like positive vibes. But there are definitely struggles. Things aren't perfect. I try to think the challenges off the top of my head, but I can't, guys. Life is pretty straightforward. So let's see what this next compliment is. So my dear friends, any idea? Planning stay Lao longer. Set up a business, income, more traveling, future family. Ciao, enjoy step by step, day by day. Yeah, I'm taking this the long term route. I think I've always been the type that's not maybe had the most patience and want things to happen quickly. As you've even seen in this live stream, the gal said she contacted me, and I was like, yeah, let's talk. But have to get adjusted to slower pace, but also What I mean is, I want to be here long term. Spread my ashes here type of thing. Like I don't see myself going anywhere. So uh, in that case, no, you don't. Just take it day by day. You can set up a business here if you like. You get a business visa. It's like $500-600. You can set up your business. I personally would say for people coming, either you have your retirement or you have money saved up, because making money out here is not that easy as possible. There's plenty of businesses you could probably do, set up a business and do your own business, but like with anything, it's going to take time. So I would have enough, or I would have some work that I could do online and get paid from back home. I Yeah, I found it quite challenging to find ways to make money here. Yeah, not easy. Um, for me, I think this is more traveling. Yes, definitely more traveling. I think I was supposed to go to Luang Prabang at the end of this week, but I might not go because it's a lot of traveling and not much else. As we'd leave Friday to Luang Prabang, drive from morning till afternoon, and then stay Saturday and come back Sunday. Which travel like we love traveling, but let's be honest, sitting in a car for that long is tough. It's brutal. It's painful on your body. So to do that back and forth and only have one day there, I'm sure I'd get a couple videos worth of content, but I'm still debating if I should go. It's tough because if I go do that, that means I'm not producing videos while I'm there, and it's just a lot of in the car action. I really don't enjoy that, but I enjoy the stops, of course. So let's see, let's see. And next future family, I sure hope so. Gotta be able to meet people and go on dates to have that happen though. So we're still working on figuring that out. It's tough to meet people. I find like in that way, in a romantic sense. Like it's very easy to meet people uh, out and about every day, and yeah, I'm friendly. Talk to people in all situations, all walks of life, wherever I am. But yeah, it's just when it happens, hopefully we can find some better ways to meet some people. Definitely would love to have a family in the future. Let's see. D Lao Travels. Is there any month-to-month rentals in Vientiane and other areas of Lao, or does it have to be a long lease? There are definitely month-to-month apartments, especially if you speak Lao. Like they may not be advertised or like anything in Lao. It's almost impossible to find anything online. So uh, it's up to you to talk to people. And yeah, I know a lot of places that are even like hotels that you talk to them in low season, and they might offer you a monthly price. And then there's places like in Bang Vieng that are touristy, and Bang Vieng might be one of the hardest places to find accommodation for a good price. That it would be a little bit more challenging to find a monthly apartment, but still, this is Lao. Nothing is written in stone, and everything can be negotiated. So find a place you like and just ask. Yeah, and for $200-300, I'm sure you could have a short-term apartment. I should make some videos, more videos on that. I know people want to know that stuff. Um, I have been trying to find somebody to collaborate with on these type of things because I'm not a real estate expert, and I find it more interesting when you have a conversation in the video with somebody that knows things really well, and I'm learning from them and sharing it with everybody. So I would love to find somebody that knows the real estate area a little bit better, that I could go shoot videos of apartment rentals and traditional style homes that people might be interested in coming to rent or buy and live here, or stuff like that. I have those things I'd like to do for you guys. Definitely. It doesn't have to be a long-term lease. Again, please don't sign a long-term lease until you've stayed for a little while. Like I recommend a year, at least a year here, unless you're absolutely positive after maybe 6 months here that this is the place for you. Because it just seems like most people, including myself, you find out the market prices and you realize that you didn't get a good price on things. So take your time. I'm waiting for you got Gal to come back because talking by yourself is I give it to people that are just talking all by themselves. That is a little challenging and strange. Well, I think I would like to ask everybody, what would you like to see since we have 15 people here? Is there anything in particular that you'd like to see? I'm always wondering. Please let me know. Any like areas of the city in Vientiane? I'm in Vientiane, so I could do anything really in Vientiane. Um, yeah, I never know what somebody'd like to see, and it could be a really interesting video. I have every time I ask these people are like, girls, what do you want me to do? Yeah, I know people like to see girls, but I will go to more into the city to film more, I think, for people. She's
I
back.
think it's getting pretty noisy here. So and it's been 2.5 hours. You wanna keep going, or should we
No,
do
I'm
it
100%.
on
I'm good.
what's
I
today?
think we covered enough. I was thinking
What
Saturday
is
would be
today?
good for the next live stream.
Saturday?
Yeah.
Once a week?
Saturday for the next live stream. This Saturday?
Wait. No, wait. What's today? It was Tuesday. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought today is Saturday, and you're like, okay, we'll do it again next week. I'm like, no, I don't want to do once a week. I want more than once a week.
Yeah, we'll do Saturday. Saturday will be good.
Okay.
Hopefully people can join Friday night. So thank you everybody for joining us today. You guys are awesome. I mean, I can't say thank you enough for the 14 people who are still here and the 20-something people that joined. Once again, if you have any questions,
who else?
come join.
I know. I'm on you. You and your wife. You need to get on it. Get your visa. If you don't have a passport, do it now. First, if you don't have a passport, go apply for a passport, and then contact us, me, Barry, or King,
Right.
for whatever question you have or place to
Right.
stay. Where should you go and stuff like that. Get back to us, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah, like we talked about, this is supposed to be a community of people that are interested in Lao. So if you want to come to Lao, definitely let us know. Let us know. We're happy to help. Like I want to see people have the best experience possible here in Laos. So if we can help in any way, let us know. All right, you guys. We'll talk to you all on Saturday.
Saturday.
Take care.